In the west of Scotland, near the royal borough of Lanark, the River Clyde plunges through a deep and narrow gorge. Now imagine, the year is 1793 and this is where you live. But you are 10 years old and work long, hard hours in a noisy and dangerous cotton mill. What might you wish for? Perhaps you might wish for someone to improve your life. Sometimes wishes come true. For centuries, the Falls of Clyde inspired artists and poets. The falls also inspired Lancashire mill owner Richard Arkwright and his business partner David Dale, a Glasgow banker. The two men saw an opportunity to harness the power of the water to drive massive looms in a new cotton mill which they would build on a narrow strip of land beside the river. This was the beginning of the working community of New Lanark, which included housing for the large workforce and other facilities. But these were the days of child labour, and in 1786, when Dale became sole proprietor, around a third of the workers were children under the age of 13. Eventually, Dale sold the mills to a partnership which included his future son-in-law Robert Owen, a Welsh entrepreneur who became a pioneer of the cooperative movement. David Dale was regarded as a benevolent proprietor, but Robert Owen had a more radical vision. He was convinced that reasonable working conditions, good housing and education would produce a more efficient outcome. He gained the respect of the workers when he continued to pay their wages during a period when spinning became uneconomical due to an American embargo on the export of cotton. A sick fund was established, and he also set up a shop where goods were sold at affordable prices. Robert Owen believed passionately in the value of education, and in the face of opposition from his business partners, he achieved his greatest ambition in 1816 when he opened a brand new school which accommodated 274 pupils and 14 teachers. The children started day school at the age of 18 months and stayed until they were 10 or 12, when they would then go on to work in the mills. In 1825, Robert Owen severed his links with New Lanark to pursue other philanthropic interests, but the mills continued to operate until they were finally closed in 1967. Slowly, the buildings fell into disrepair, and there was a possibility that they might be demolished. Fortunately, the history of the site was recognised, the village was designated as an outstanding conservation area, and the New Lanark Conservation Trust was established. The efforts of the trust were rewarded with grants from the European Development Fund, and New Lanark is now a UNESCO World Heritage Site. After years of work, most of the buildings have been restored. There is now a popular visitor centre, and one of the 3 mills has been converted into a hotel. two other mills house a busy cafe, shops and a whole floor where working looms can be seen in action. Modern homes have been created within the original tenements for a mixture of rental and owner occupancy. People come here to admire the buildings, explore the village, and also to enjoy the spectacular walk from the village to the two waterfalls. At 84 feet high, Corallin is the highest of the falls. Linn is the Gaelic word for pool. These are the remains of the Bonington Pavilion, which was originally built as a hunting tower but later became a tea room and a viewing platform for the falls. This cast iron bridge once led to a wooden temple. Further upriver, Bonington Linn is the widest of the falls with a drop of about 30 feet. This is how they look in full spate. A dam diminishes the dramatic power of the falls by holding back the water, which is diverted to a hydroelectric power station. New Mechanic is enjoyed and appreciated, not just as an important piece of industrial history, but also as a memorial to Robert Owen, who proved that commercial success can be achieved with a compassionate and caring approach to the workforce.